Yeah, the windows were left open for a while too.
Why?
Because they're the original old jail walls.
Is that right?
And they're still up there?
There's a woman out in the, well.
Don't hide. We're just trying to get pictures of first trip through here.
She cleans books.
Oh, yeah, it's not about that, okay.
She knows about it, but she can't come in here and get them.
Whose permission does she need? Commissioners?
Commissioners.
See, they really wanted this down. They. Not that, I mean, whatever.
I think you just had that built, so just for his clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. And we go
The
through.
one that's sitting in there is like,
Well-
I gotta do a wind show.
This was Tom McCord's office here. That's right.
With his private bath.
Yeah. As luxurious as it is. I'll take you down to the basement, and that's where you can see the foundation. Okay.
Well, TJ has a key to this place, so I'll just wait some time.
he does.
That's exactly right.
I think you could wait for another 5 decades.
Oh, bless
Dennis.
Hello.
Go ahead.
I'm not getting a tour. Ah! The officer's giving a tour.
Alright.
Oh, Dennis.
Hey guys. How you doing? How are you? Cut this part out.
I
thought this day would come.
I don't know who would have the
You've
key
been
to that.
working
Bill
under
Eddie
the
could probably
scenes
cut it
and
off.
behind
Yeah,
the
kinda,
You
kinda.
don't know what's in
A
there?
little bit.
Little bit more than
Little
kinda.
money coming. Yeah, I got a little bit of news
Did
since
you
I've
hear
seen
that, Jenny?
everybody to tell you about.
Jenny, did you
I'm
hear
sorry.
this?
The furnace will get down there.
Yeah, that's back in there.
This is where you said that tunnel.
No, has the key. Bill Eddie could probably have the cut
Who
off.
has the keys to that?
Well, I'd have to cut it.
Bill Eddie, the maintenance guy, if nobody has keys, if somebody had to get in there, I'm sure he could cut it.
Oh, yeah, well, where did the two soldiers?
Those were evidence from vandalism in a cemetery, and
Oh,
they're still here.
huh.
You can't tell who they are.
No.
We'd have to do a
Do a
probably a
rub
rub.
Hey.
The inner walls were made out of that same sandstone.
Yeah.
Are still upstairs
Oh, the inner
No,
walls.
in there.
Yep, in the attic.
Was there a tunnel that went to that main place?
There's a maintenance tunnel that never came into this building, but you can access it out the parking lot, but they filled it in.
No, he said they're
It
in
was
the
just a
attic, so I
maintenance
told
tunnel.
him.
Well, we can see part of the attic.
Stand over there, Dennis, where the people are.
I was.
You get that cat?
Here's the boiler.
No, I'm not doing the dead
I'm
cat.
sorry. I didn't know you could take.
I wonder if that's not what
Poor little thing.
I'm trying to
I
remember.
wonder how he got in here.
I know it. Probably through one of these windows is broken.
Couldn't get out.
Even when we
Probably couldn't get back out.
Could be, yeah, 'cause it's kind of strange where he's located.
Yeah. That's what I said. I think that-
Starved to death, probably.
Yeah, the interior walls are all that big stone.
I think something broke on it. I think they had,
That looks pretty neat, you know that?
Yeah, big long corridor.
Commissioners were so rude, it was unreal.
Uh-huh. And they were very
Give me sandstone walls, man.
And on this side too.
It's just a
Yeah, you can go around on the
This had to happen.
pane on the right. Look here on the right thing.
And how many years it's sat deteriorating, the water getting in and everything, because they left,
Sorry.
purposely left
The size of
windows
this one.
open and.
Big sandstone.
You said they're 4 feet, they are, look at that.
It's like, yeah.
Don't step on the cat, Dennis.
Yeah.
Just go on by me, folks.
Wouldn't have followed in any of their
No,
lifetime.
that's the truth.
Yeah, this probably from the corner.
Just go on by me.
probably the form.
Yeah, they filled these with a concrete form.
Yeah, just kind of trying to get it. I'm just trying to get a little record of this.
What's that back here?
Mostly what you see down in this basement is narrow walls.
The entire structure, jail and.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, they,
Yeah,
they're,
hard to spot.
well, we can get everybody together. I'll tell you.
Now, if you can imagine, sorry.
Yeah.
this was all filing cabinets here. If you're dealing with a rowdy drunk, this was in fact a lot of officers and inmates at the time. This is where they searched you.
But he locked you
We
in.
didn't have uniform either, so we in the wrestling match, and that's how some of the holes in the wall ended up. But, and this is where, if anybody's ever seen the old booking photos, our height chart was there, and this is where they took the photos. Now, this room was built not too many years ago, this little booking room. They added this booking room so we didn't have,
Belmont Hill.
they still call the new jail roster the same thing, but
Oh, is that right?
that's our old original roster. And you can see, technically, we could house 11 on first floor, 18 on second, and 4 to who.
Hey, Dennis, hey,
And that was their booking number. And then if you would order commissary, there's what you could order. For instance,
Dennis.
cigarettes, coffee, toothbrush, and stuff like that, and any body lotions and shampoos, personal hygiene items. And we would keep record of it that way, and that was your receipt as well. But everything in commissary was kept in here. Now, commissary is a room out there because they offer so much more. At one point, we only sold cigarettes and bugler, soap, toothpaste, and the basics. Now you can get cookies, and puzzle books, yeah. Or people that were in jail for a long time that acted right. I'm not saying we never had problems down here, because this is where we also locked people down when we needed to lock somebody down and watch them on camera. Because you didn't watch the whole cell block on camera. When we'd have a problem, or even just walking back here for any reason, the jailer would not have his weapon on, we'd have keys. And you had to open this door and lock it behind you. But at any given time, you're usually by yourself. The deputy would go over there, or either side, and open the door and just do a cell check or even handle a problem. If we knew we had a problem or a high threat situation, we'd have 2 deputies come in. The first deputy would let the one in and lock him in over there, where, you know, if something bad happened, before we had 30 people escape, I'm locking you in, we'll get some help, hopefully you can hang on until we get more help to you. But other than that, it was, this door would be locked, that door would be open, and the deputy had the keys. And then we'd walk in blind, because, you know, you can't see what's going on half the time. You'd hear a ruckus going on, you're wondering, okay, what's going on? Or sometimes with a dead silence. Dead silence was also a weird thing too, because at like 8 at night, this place was always active, especially when we leave TVs on. But when you'd walk in here at 8 o'clock at night and for no reason everybody's in bed and the TV's off, what's up? The hair on the back of your neck would stand up thinking, is there a plan that we don't know about? And that's how sometimes, you know, guys would get hurt, or they would just mess with your head, you know, get with you.
What's the total capacity? What was the total capacity?
Technically, it was like 11 down here, but we've had 15, 20. They'd lay on the floor. We'd give them a mat and a blanket and get comfortable. If it got to the point where we had to house other places, we could take it to Barnesville or Monroe County, and if they didn't have room, then you'd sit on the steps with a handcuff on for a while. We would feed from this hallway. Deputy would come in, set the trays out here. After the trays and stuff were removed, their food would be sitting there, and then we'd lock this door, open the 2 sides, just have them filter out. You grab a plate and keep on trucking. That was hard to keep track of too, because you have inmates slick. They're real slick. They'd take their plate and then maybe the cookies off the next plate. And then 5 minutes, you're back here having a fight because this guy didn't get cookies. You wouldn't believe what they would fight over. You wouldn't believe what they would fight over.
Stan, what is this for?
That was the ports that you would open up to make an announcement and stuff beforehand, before they went to the intercom system and stuff. Who was commenting about the shots shooting down the hall? The TV was in here, telephones were over here on the wall. If they were to visit their family on visitation days, they'd look out that little glass square and they'd have an airphone to talk through. They would take turns in shower. Now there wasn't like I said, people weren't, it wasn't designated like it is out in the new jail. They could get a shower at 2 in the morning if they wanted to. Say, look, it's bedtime at midnight. We'd shut the TVs off, we'd shut the phones off. Hopefully they'd catch the hit and go to bed. But they could come and go all night long.
Oh,
Except for the guy that was locked in here. This was deadlock west. This was a one-man cell only. This is for if you had a major attitude problem or if you had... this was more of a maintenance hallway. But as you get to the center over there, you'll see the old center hall. To where they used
Oh.
they would access the hall, the cells from the center.
Hey Dennis, can you throw some light in here?
here. What do you want to say?
Just anywhere, just let Dennis go with my light. Just kind of shine it around. That looks good. That's perfect.
But this steel tank that's in here could be removed.
Did they just bolt it? Looks like they bolted it together.
Bolted it and welded it. Yeah.
Can you light that up for me? I don't know where Dennis. That works. That works beautifully. That's a serious light.
This is TJ's.
Yeah, that was more of a maintenance hall after they closed it off and built this tank. But you can see the doors how they used to open.
See that?
Yeah, I remember that bunch.
And there was just such a problem with even housing them and then the rest of the other inmates. They just wanted to kill them. And if they didn't want to kill them, then one of the guys that were in on that case had a problem with somebody else. So it got to the point where you guys are going to live back here. And there was one night I worked up here, and they were always pulling stunts, and you're dealing with really high-risk inmates there. And they weren't sentenced yet, and you don't know what they're capable of and what they'll do to get out. And these are heavy. And I remember working in the jail office up there, and I heard that boom up here, and then all of a sudden the intercom box lit up. You better get back here, and you could hear the snickering in the voice. I said, something's going on, so I called Charlie Sears, and he came down from dispatch, and we walked back here, and that was the one time he brought a pistol back here on the floor, modern day. But he stayed up there, he didn't ravish it around or anything, but it was one of them, something's up. Anyhow, when I opened that door up there, Charlie stayed up there, and I came back here, and all the other inmates cleared to the other side. We just had to move over. And these guys were back here, and we were thinking they were wanting one of us to come back here to, if nothing else, escape. Clonk me and take my keys and take off out of here. That was laying on the floor. Steam was coming up out of it. And he was telling me, I remember it was Derek Langford, he said, I don't know what happened, it just fell. I said, that thing weighs almost as much as an engine, it don't just fall. Anyhow, he must have been standing on it or something, climbing around. I came back and I had him help me pick that up. But Charlie stood right up there, and I remember him saying something, but I was more focused on coming back here. But I heard one of the other guys that were involved in that case yell, Mr. Sears, you ain't gonna worry, we ain't gonna give you no trouble. You know, I think they knew we were not gonna put up with no crap. I mean, you might try to do something, you might win, but we're ready and we've got people coming. And St. Clair's, what's that?
When was that?
When was she murdered? That was the early 90s.
Are they still in prison?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't.
See this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Some privacy.
There's one side of the attic over top of Sheriff's old house.
I think so.
I think it's restrooms in there.
There's one down there.
They could beat these doors so you make it go.